Hey guys, Bree here and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm really excited to be sharing with you guys this really simple everyday makeup look. This is my take on the kind of clean girl makeup look, and I've been wearing this a lot lately and I just really like it. It's very simple, it's very quick, it doesn't require a lot of products, and I just think it looks really nice. If you've been following me on Instagram or if you saw my recent announcement, you may already know that I am expecting, and part of that means that I have been very tired. The first trimester fatigue has not left me yet, even though I keep hearing that around this time I should be feeling more energetic. Not yet. And that means I have been needing a really simple and low maintenance makeup routine that I can do that won't take a lot of work, a lot of products, a lot of effort, and I feel like this is it. I really like it. I hope you guys do too, and without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. Okay, first things first, let's pull this hair back off my face. And of course, the day that I'm filming this, I get a blemish right on my cheek, of course. So I've already done my skincare routine. However, I'm going to now apply my Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. I find this to be like a skincare meets makeup product because even though it is definitely skincare, I use it more as like a prep for my makeup. That's just how it seems to work for me. And in my last video, I got a question about how this feels on the skin. I would say that it feels kind of like a water-based almost, but it does leave just like a slight like dry oil sort of feel on the skin. It's very light. It's not oily, so I almost am worried to use the word oil when I describe it, but it just has like a really nice hydrating feel on the skin. Hard to explain. Okay, now let's get into the makeup, and I'm starting to get into the makeup by using not totally a makeup product. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I am like obsessed with this product. So this is the Dr. Jart color correcting treatment. I've also talked about it in my VIB Rouge sale recommendations. I'm obsessed with this. I really love this. It's pretty much replaced any foundation that I wore daily before. I just would prefer to use this. I like that it feels more like a skin care product, and it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. You really don't notice it at all once you blend it out. And it has SPF 30, which I really like. Like, just look how it cancels out that redness in my skin. It's beautiful. Love it. The one negative I'll say about this product is that if you have really dry spots on your skin, it will cling to that as the day goes on. So you just want to make sure that your skin is really hydrated when you're wearing this. I tend to have dry skin, so when I started noticing it cling to my dry spots, I was a little concerned. However, as soon as I started using this Great Skin Serum right beforehand, I just feel like it kind of cured that issue entirely, and now it just wears beautifully all day long. So already I feel like I look so much better. I often will just wear like this on my skin. You know, if I feel like my skin's looking really red and just not great, I'll just throw this on and it just makes me feel, I don't know, like my skin looks good. I just love it. I also will often just wear this serum on its own because it does add a beautiful glow to the skin, but this just is like that little extra level of glowiness and evenness. Obviously today I'm gonna have to use a little bit of spot treatment because I do have this blemish, rude. So let's get into concealer now. So the concealer I've been using is this Dermablend concealer. This is the Cover Care Full Coverage Concealer, and the shade I have is 15C, and I really like this. I've been using this for the last while, and it's a really good concealer. And this is another VIB sale recommendation that I had. This is the Rare Beauty concealer brush, and this is beautiful. So that's the base pretty much done, but I have been using the e.l.f. Halo Glow filter. Oof, this is lovely, you guys. So I just like to apply this right onto my cheek, just like that, and just a little bit on my forehead. Not very much, a little bit goes a long way. And then I'm just gonna blend that out. And this is, I think, shade 2. Yeah, that's shade 2. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera how beautiful that sheen is, but it just adds like the most natural and beautiful looking glow. I absolutely love it. Now let's move on to the rest of the face. So I have this Hourglass palette here. This is an older palette. I don't think they sell this one anymore. However, if you have any of their new palettes, they'll have something similar like this. I actually purchased their other palette. I think it's called the Elephant palette during the VIB sale. That's kind of a similar concept to this. So, you know, just use whatever you have that's similar if you're trying to recreate this look. So the first thing I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna grab this shade here, and this is just their pressed setting powder. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that and just take that under the eyes. And I'm also just gonna put that on my eyelids as well, because I do sometimes find that this concealer moves on me. Now also from this palette, I'm just going to grab on an eyeshadow brush here a little bit of this bronzer, and I'm going to just pop that to my crease. And that just adds like a really beautiful kind of natural looking shadow. It's not super dark or anything like that. It really looks very natural. And I'm just gonna grab a little bit of the highlight shade as well, just on my finger. I'm going to just kind of pop that into the inner corner. Okay, now I'm just grabbing a little angle brush here, and I'm going to go into my Tarte Little Toasted palette. Now you can use any dark brown shade that you want, but I'm just going to grab this kind of dark brown purpley-ish shade. I'm going to create a very soft wing on my eye, just like that. Now just to finish up the eyes, I'm going to go in with mascara. So I'm just going to be using my Elate Cosmetics mascara. I love this mascara. I love all Elate products. All right, I'm just putting a couple coats of mascara on. And I'm going to use just whatever's left over, just lightly on my lower lashes. Now I'm just going to go back to my Hourglass palette, and I'm going to grab a little bit of the bronzer shade here, and I'm just going to really lightly apply that to my face just to warm it up a little bit. And I'm also just going to grab a mixture of the blushes and pop that onto the cheeks. You know, I really think part of the reason why this makeup look takes me such little time is because so many of the items I'm using are all from one palette. I wish more brands would come out with smart palettes like this. To me, it just feels like there are so many palettes out there that just kind of are missing something that you need in order for it to be a really useful palette to use every day for everything, kind of like this one is. But this is just such a well-made palette. Like, it really does have kind of everything that you need to make a really beautiful daily look. Okay, moving on to brows. I have my Benefit brow pencil here, and this is in shade 3.5. Now, I am very simple when it comes to my brows. I really just fill them in lightly just to darken them slightly. And then I use a brow gel. Very simple. Okay, and then I just run the spoolie through that, because I tend to find that I sometimes have harsh lines when I apply the pencil. And I find that this just ensures that it really softens them and makes them look a little more natural. See, that looks quite a bit better. All right, and the brow gel that I've been using is by Kosas. Kosas? Is that how we say it? And I use the Air Brow in the shade Auburn. And then lastly, for lips, I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and then the lipstick in Dance Floor Princess. This is just slightly more pink than the Pillow Talk lipstick, and I just have really been liking it. It just feels very pretty on the lips, very feminine. Isn't that a pretty color? I love it. All right, and that is it. That is my really simple everyday makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell and hit that thumbs up. It makes my day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.